We all want to be bigger, faster, stronger. And being a swimmer, the bigger and stronger part doesn't come as easily. I'm a slimmer guy, so slimmer guys trying to put on mass, especially muscle mass, it's already hard enough. So on top of that, you add in all this high intensity swimming, it gets even harder to put on mass. So how does a typical male or female swimmer get stronger or put on mass? When guys are trying to gain strength and mass, I don't want to say it can't be done during the swim season, but it's definitely a lot harder. Before I get into when to lift and how to lift and all that kind of jazz, the most important thing is diet. It's numero uno. Not eating less, but how you eat and when you eat. Swimming will definitely burn up a lot of calories, like a lot. So what one's gonna want to do is make sure that they're eating plenty of proteins, plenty of carbs, and making sure that they're trying to eat whole foods. It's probably the easiest 3 things you can do if you're a swimmer. If you're trying to put on more mass and get stronger, especially for guys, lots of protein. You cannot miss out on that protein. Whole food proteins, chicken breast, turkey breast, eggs, milk, cheese, whatever. But the best time to lift is not during the swim season. Yes, you can get stronger during the swim season, and it's probably best to try to get stronger during the swim season, but most of your gains in strength and mass will be outside the swim season. Personally for me, training for the next year starts about a week or 2 after the last big meet. And what I go ahead and start with is shoulder recovery exercises, because after a swim season, my shoulders are just shot. They are so overturned, especially being a freestyler. This is what I do, like, I don't know, 1,000 times per day or more. What I do is I start with exercises. You can look them up on other YouTube videos or just Google them, but there are exercises that you can do with weights or with bands that will help kind of strengthen all your little muscles all around your shoulder, just to kind of restore them. After that's done, which takes a while, it takes probably like a good month of consistent training and kind of like rehabilitation for your shoulders, then you are able to move on to some of the strength training / mass gaining type lifting, which is personally my favorite. But again, at this time, motivation to lift could definitely be non-existent. I totally understand. I'm definitely glad to have some of the friends that I do who are very, very passionate about lifting, physique, and just overall health and fitness, which makes it a lot easier when you're surrounded by a group of friends that are all about health and fitness. It makes lifting easier. So that helps, and also making it fun for yourself at the same time can also be a big motivation. So working on physique, like working on how your body looks. I know that's not necessarily focusing on strength, but if you go up in mass, you're probably going to go up in strength. Yes, it may not be in the areas where you necessarily need them, but again, I think some motivation is better than no motivation. So what motivates me is my friends around me and just overall physique and how I look. It makes it a lot more fun than just straight lifting for just the next year, you know? I mean, some people might be able to do that, and I applaud them. That is awesome. But for me, I need to find other motivations to make sure I keep hitting the gym at least, I don't know, probably like 3-4 times a week, maybe even 5 at a time. But if I don't have the time, at least 3 or 4. Once you recover your shoulders, then you're probably gonna want to focus around the major muscle groups. And again, that's gonna be, you've got your chest, which kind of works your shoulders and your triceps at the same time. You got your back, which also, depending on what you're doing, will work a bit of your shoulders and your biceps. And then you got your core, which is very, very important to swimming. And then you cannot forget about the legs. The legs are massively important. Your legs are the roaring V8 or V10 motor in your swimming technique. If you don't have a big freaking motor just pounding out those kicks in the water, you're not going to be getting anywhere. So you want to work the legs for sure. Working on just major muscle groups for a while. You don't want to get too into things, and you don't want to be caught up in one type of lift. You don't want to become just an arm bro. You don't want to become a chest bro. You don't want to, I mean, I don't see them very much, but you don't want to become just a leg bro either. You want to be well-rounded and make sure you get every part of your body. I've found that this has definitely helped for me in my swimming, my career so far as being a swimmer. So I would assume that this could definitely help other people, especially guys who are trying to get faster, significantly faster. A lot of this will depend on your genetics. If you look at your parents or your grandparents, you will probably be able to determine your genetics more or less. If you'll be able to put on mass quicker or lose mass quicker or everything in between. Again, I'm a slimmer guy and I put on mass slower. Taking the time to do things right and putting in the hard work has definitely paid off. I don't consider myself to be a very, very big guy. Hopefully one day, of course, hopefully. But I definitely have put on a significant amount of mass since sophomore year of high school. So 4 years ago. It's definitely a noticeable difference, and it's definitely helped. I would also say if you're in high school, don't get too discouraged if you go for like a year or two and you don't see too many results freshman or sophomore year. You will probably start to see bigger results around junior to senior year, and if not, you will definitely see results in your work at any point through college. It's just your body's ready to take the hard work, your body's ready to grow, ready to get bigger, faster, stronger. So those are just a few little tips for swimmers. I'm trying to put this out there because I know that there aren't necessarily a lot of helpful videos for swimming, especially in the lifting area. If you guys like this video, these little helpful tips, or if you want to know more, let me know down below. Now, if you found this video to be helpful at all, please subscribe, please like the video, share it to your other friends, yada yada, share it to family members. But again, if it was helpful, please let me know if it was helpful, or if you want more, let me know if you want more tips. But again, this is me just trying to help you guys, and there'll be much more in the future.